Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future anime and cartoon-related videos. So today we are talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 1, Episode 9, and let me tell you, this was kind of a boring episode. I might only be saying that because The Mandalorian also came out today. I haven't watched that yet, but the anticipation with Ahsoka is killing me right now because I need to finish watching that episode. It's probably what I'm going to do like immediately after I get this uploaded. But really wasn't feeling the episode. It was kind of interesting to see Itadori. He got, cursed energy power. So that was definitely cool to see, as you can see from the thumbnail. He developed some cursed energy abilities, and he was able to defeat a curse basically by himself. And his abilities are interesting because he is kind of superhuman by himself. So without cursed energy, he is just a very, very strong person. So what happens because of that is when he goes to punch something, his physical fist hits it first, and then after they already got hit, they get a double hit from the cursed energy, which is even more powerful, which ends up creating a giant hole in the curse that he ends up fighting. So what we learn, though, unfortunately, for the two curses that he ends up fighting is that the Frankenstein dude, whose name we still do not have at this point in time, he has the ability to transfer people into curses. He can pour his own curse energy into people and turn them into curses, but unfortunately it ends up killing them. So he can either kill them straight away, as we saw from the movie theater, or he can turn them into a monster temporarily, and then eventually they end up dying because they are so flooded with cursed energy, there's nothing they can do. And it just messes with their mind where it basically destroys them and kills them. So I don't know how long they last, but I can't imagine it's more than a couple of days based on what the doctor said about it when she was dissecting the cursed corpses. We get another character too, Kento Nanami, and he is kind of an asshole. That's the best way to describe him. Basically, he started doing the Jujutsu Sorcerer School, got bored of it, and then he decided, okay, I'm going to go be like the Wolf of Wall Street, make all that cha-ching, all that bling money. And he didn't like that either, so he was like, well, I might as well do something I'm the best at if I'm doing two things that I generally don't like, which I guess it kind of makes sense. So he's not really a teacher. He doesn't want to be called sensei. He's just kind of a friend of Gojo's that he respects. He likes Gojo's abilities. He kind of respects him, but he doesn't respect him at the same time as a person, which is kind of funny. And meanwhile, Itadori is trying to fight, and then he's trying to listen to this guy the entire time as he's fighting and punching the curses and just getting his butt handed to him. At one point, he hits the home run sign. Home run! Lights up. I thought that was kind of funny. Meanwhile, what's going on with like the whole curses part of it is the kid, we get some background on this kid who's probably going to end up getting turned into a curse or end up being a ally to the curses. He got bullied. So basically, he was just kind of like the stereotypical loser in school. This one girl said, oh, he was looking at my boobs, beat the crap out of him. So these three guys did. And then he got his butt beat even worse because he said, I wasn't looking at your boobs. The only reason that you said that is because you want to see how much you can control these three. And the only reason these three listen to you is because there's a good chance that they can get with you. And I was like, oh my God, it's so true. It's so true. I was like, I feel like I've seen that exact scenario play out back when I was in high school, and heck, even in college to a certain extent. Not as bad. They didn't physically beat people up, but kind of crazy how that whole situation played out. And he was like, if I had the ability to, I probably wouldn't kill anyone I hated, but I would have, if there was a button that would allow me to kill everyone that hated me, I would press it a million times over. So basically meaning he's not generally a violent person, but at the same time, it's kind of in the back of his head. He's kind of thinking about, oh, maybe I, want some more power to defeat my enemies. And that's where he runs into the Frankenstein dude, and they just kind of have a conversation. The Frankenstein guy tells him about curses, where they come from, says that he is a curse of human creation. Basically he got created by humans. There's also curses of, like nature, where basically somebody's afraid of the ocean, somebody's afraid of the sea, which is why I think it was Jogo, the curse that he's technically still alive. I don't know if he's going to get a body back or not. The one that can do all the crazy flame abilities. That's why we got to see him. So there's different types of curses. He is one out of completely human emotions against other humans, jealousy, rage, anger towards other people, and that's why he exists, is what we learn here, and probably why he looks so human compared to all of the other curses, which kind of makes sense. So 9 out of 10, that kid is going to become evil at some point in time, team up with the curses, be an ally to them. They may teach him how to hone his abilities, if he does have any abilities, and he's going to be an asset to them. And I'm assuming we're going to have to fight him in the foreseeable future. At this point, what do we got? Like 4 episodes left, I think. So who knows what'll happen. Actually, I think this is a 24-episode season, so maybe we got a lot more time left, which kind of makes sense for the episode, because if they have the ability to, throw in more, I'm guessing this is kind of more the manga side of things. If they have the ability to throw that in, why not? If like, hey, here's 24 episodes, and you don't want to throw in filler, we got some manga stuff lying around. There you go. Good to go. Problem solved. So what's probably going to happen next episode is Nanami is going to run into the Frankenstein guy and fight him. That's my cat. Haha. I'll let him out in a minute. Must have got stuck in here. And basically, he is going to fight them. He may or may not lose. I'm not sure how powerful this guy is. Itadori, on the other hand, is going to follow the kid. The one kid that survived. They all went to the same high school. So they need to figure out if he has the ability to use cursed energy, if he possibly killed those people, or what's going him. Him with the assistant, if I can find the assistant's name, which of course I can't right now. It's not in front of me. But him and the assistant, basically the guy that can see cursed spirits and report them, but has no fighting ability. We've seen in the suit and glasses previously. They are going to go explore this kid, figure out what's going on, and how that whole situation is going to play out in the foreseeable future. So, fighting next episode, tracking down a kid next episode. Maybe at the end of it, maybe that'll only be a small part of it, but I don't think so. This seems like it's going into kind of a different arc away from the school exchange program. So it may be an episode or two before we get back to that point. So don't expect Itadori's fellow classmates to know he's alive for the next episode or two, because I think we have an episode of fighting, or episode or two, again, I would say, of fighting at this point in time. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, there is a possibility they're going to just cut it short. The curse is going to get away, move on to his next location. And, maybe he's just testing out how powerful some of these other Jujutsu sorcerers are. I could definitely see that being a thing if he's one of the weaker ones, which we learned in a previous episode, that he was one of the weaker ones. So he might be just seeing how powerful they are, because if he can defeat almost everybody, there's no point in sending somebody stronger to defeat other people, which, makes sense to me. So overall, I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. Maybe 6.5. It was okay. Wasn't the best. Got to see a little bit of abilities, got to see some background of some characters. This was probably more of a heavy plot episode than a heavy fighting episode, because I feel like we've seen a lot of fighting in this show so far. So it's something that I'm kind of expecting, more fighting, a little bit less plot. Depends on the anime that I'm watching, what I'm looking out for. This one I'm looking more for the fighting than I am for the plot. But at the same time, there's a healthy balance in there. But this episode, it was okay. I just said, wasn't bad, wasn't great. Somewhere in between. That's why I'm saying 6 out of 10. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, have a good one.